An important letter to Sonia Gandhi and Kharge from Ms. Kavitha. Ma'am, thank you so much for speaking with us. What is the crux of the letter? Why was it important for you to write this letter in the first place to them?
In our country, women reservations in job opportunities were specifically earmarked from the year 1996 after various agitations etc. taken up by many women leaders across the nation. This right was bestowed upon women. Now, latest Supreme Court ruling had come in November 2022, which states that this 33.3% women reservation, which is already given in a horizontal fashion, the Honorable Supreme Court said the roster point should be removed. Many states are thinking about it. Few states have said, no, we cannot remove the roster point. And Telangana government, when KCR Garu was the CM, we also decided against this particular Supreme Court ruling and we filed a counter in High Court. Unfortunately, after this Congress government has come in power in Telangana, they decided to withdraw the case that KCR government had put in High Court. And then suddenly they have come up with a new government order. Now this government order says that women reservation will be held in horizontal format, but the roster point or the weightage given to women is removed. That means any specific post will not be now reserved for women. So out of 100, if we are supposed to get 33 seats or 33 jobs, we might end up getting 14, 10, 2. There is no guarantee basically. So if there is no guarantee, what is the purpose of having a reservation? Reservation or the affirmative action or approach, basically the spirit of it is that minimum number is guaranteed and a maximum number is encouraged, right? So 33 and above should be the spirit of the reservation. But this government order goes quite against it. And in Telangana, if you remember during the campaign, the TSPSC jobs and women and the young girl who committed suicide for a personal reason, that was also politicized and heavily publicized by the Congress government, where Rahulji himself went and met the students, etc. That was a time when they assured that you will get maximum number of jobs. But this particular government order goes completely against it. See, we believe, people of Telangana have believed Madam Sonia Gandhi's guarantee, Mallikarjun Khargeji's guarantee, Congress party's guarantee, and voted them to power. Now that is why we are writing a letter to Sonia ma'am and Khargeji also, that this is a national-wide issue. There is a Supreme Court ruling given on the Rajasthan Public Service Commission. Now what is Congress party's standpoint on the whole issue? What is your standpoint on the women reservation in jobs? How should it be followed? Should the roster point be given or not given? Do you want to ensure that 33.3 is minimum guaranteed to the women or not? And I really request Madam Sonia ji to order your Chief Minister Revanth Reddy Garu to roll back this GO, because this is absolutely going against the spirit of reservation and it is going to hurt the Telangana women candidates in job opportunities.
Ma'am, we are seeing a lot of pointers that have come up against Chief Minister Revanth Reddy. You've also been quite vocal regarding the 6 promises and the guarantees that the Congress has to give for the people. Now, yet again, with this GO that has been introduced, you've now written a letter as well. What do you think are the drawbacks that the Congress is facing, especially right now?
Well, right now what we understand is they are not discussing anything with the stakeholders, and governance is a continuous process. If KCR's government has gone to High Court trying to protect women's rights, now it is the responsibility of the current government to continue protecting the rights of the women. Instead, they have just withdrawn the case without talking to anybody and are going against the women candidates whom they very vociferously, campaigned during the election time. So after the election, if you are simply forgetting the women candidates who voted for you, who walked with you, who fought for you, I mean, it shows the character of the Congress party. They are just going back on their promises, and many promises like Mahalakshmi, where they promised to give 2,500. There is no clue about what they are going to do. Absolutely. The recent power, this is what we raised in the council as well, saying that are you trying to, really reduce the number of beneficiaries? And that is what they are doing. They are placing unreasonable conditions. In a city like Hyderabad, where the population is around 80 lakhs to 1 crore, there are many tenants and none of the tenant is going to get any benefit out of this particular scheme. How can you link it with Aadhaar? Because your Aadhaar is somewhere else. You are here in Hyderabad renting out small house, you are paying less than 200 units, you are using less than 200 units power, but you are not going to get any benefit except for voting for the Congress and taking the advantage during the election time. They are not helping the people in any which way. Almost all the schemes, they are going back on their promises, they are reducing the number of beneficiaries. If the domain is reduced, they can probably say that we've implemented it. But none of them are getting any real benefit.
Do you think this is a following pattern by the Congress, not only here, be it Karnataka, Telangana, yes, several others? Do you think this is a worrisome pattern that is being followed?
It is, unfortunately. Congress party has severely, lost credibility across the nation. But in a state like Telangana or Karnataka, where they manage to come back to power by making various false promises, if they fail again, they'll never come back to power again. People will never trust them. But ultimately, the point is, in these 5 years, if they are going to hurt the women of Telangana by taking away their reservations, if they are going to hurt the poor who have voted for them by not including them in the beneficiaries list, my state is losing. That is our concern right now. Let politically Congress win or lose, whatever happen will happen. But right now, people of Telangana are losing. People who have elected Congress in every state are losing. In Himachal, they promised OPS, nothing is implemented. In Karnataka, they promised 100 schemes, nothing is implemented. Same pattern is repeating in Telangana. That is precisely why the confidence or credibility on Congress is lost. My only hope is Madam Sonia Ji. That is why I am writing it to her, because she is a woman. If she is really sincere about protecting the women's right and women candidates' rights in Telangana, she should order Mr. Revanth Reddy to immediately withdraw the GO, roll back the GO, and follow the reservation pattern in horizontal fashion, but with roster points.
Do you think there is any hope that the GO will be revoked?
We will not relent, we will not stop until it is revoked, because today Congress party is saying that we are going to have 2 lakh jobs this year. If you are going to put in 2 lakh jobs, if 33.3% reservation is protected, then at least 66,000 of women of Telangana will get jobs. And if that is revoked and their job opportunities are being lost, thousands of families are losing their opportunities. And we will not sit back and watch in silence. This is a very decent, dignified request to the Congress party, Honorable Chief Minister, and also to Madam Sonia Ji. If Madam is sincere, this can be revoked in a minute. If she is not, then we'll show the Congress party how people of Telangana are going to react to the betrayal.
All right,
Thank you.
So much, ma'am. All promises that have been made by the Congress, and yet an important GO that has been already issued, now the BRS wants to make it revoked, especially as it talks about women's reservation and all important matters in hand. The BRS hopes by writing a letter to Sonia Gandhi and AICC's President Kharge that there becomes a positive move forward and a change for the Congress government. With video journalist Damodar, Apurva Jayachandran, India Today.